Welcome to this LibreOffice Calc lesson on rounding numbers. Calc offers a variety of different functions for rounding. The one you'll probably use most often is the round function, which rounds numbers to a specified number of decimal places. The round function takes two parameters, the number to be rounded, then the count, which is the number of places to be rounded. I'll round these numbers in column A to 2 places after the decimal. In B1, I'll type equals, round, press enter. First parameter is the number. I'll click A1, comma. Next parameter, the count. I'll type a 2. Press enter. Click back in B1, double-click the fill handle. The numbers are rounded as you would expect them to be. 2.326 is rounded to 2.33, 2.364 to 2.36, and the negative numbers are also rounded to 2 decimal places. Now I'll round these numbers over here to the nearest tenth. In E1, type equals, round, press enter, number, click D1, comma, count is 1, press enter, click in E1, double-click the fill handle, and there you have it. All the numbers are rounded to the nearest tenth. When you use a negative number in the count parameter, it will round the numbers to the left of the decimal point. A -1 will round to the nearest 10, a -2 to the nearest 100, and so on. I'll click in B1, type equals, round, press enter. Click A1 for the number, a comma, count -1. Press enter. Click B1 again, double-click the fill handle, and it rounds the number to the nearest tens place. In E1, I'll type equals, round, press enter, click D1, comma, I'll round to the nearest 100 this time. So -2. Press enter. Click E1 again, double-click the fill handle, and there you see it rounds each number to the nearest 100. You should always use the round function when you're multiplying percentages. Here's an example of what can happen if you don't. I have here some items which get a discount of 4.3%. which I multiply by the cost in column B to get the discount amount. So in C2, I type equals, click B2, times, then click A7. I'll press Shift F4 to make it an absolute reference since I'm going to copy it down. Press enter. Click in C2 again and drag the fill handle down. Now, to get the sum of the amounts, in C4, I type equals, sum, press enter, select C2 to C3, press enter again, and you can see that's not correct. 4 and 6 over here do not make 9. If I click the amounts in column C, then click the Add Decimal Places button, you can see what's happening. When column C is formatted for currency, it'll give you 2 decimal places and appears to round the numbers, but they aren't really rounded. The sum function is adding the numbers, taking into consideration the extra decimal places. So it gives us 69 cents. The way to avoid this error is to use the round function. Here's how you do it. In cell D2, I'll type equals, round, press enter. Click B2, then times, click A7, press Shift F4 to make it absolute, then a comma, then 2 to round to 2 decimal places. Press enter. Click in D2 and drag the fill handle down. And we get the same numbers. But watch what happens when I now use the sum function. In D4 I type equals, sum, press enter. Select D2 and D3, press enter, and I get the correct result. Always use round when you're multiplying percentages with numbers. The currency format doesn't really round the numbers, it's an illusion. Now, a few more rounding functions available in Calc, which are probably less often used but can be useful in some situations. The roundup function will round a number up away from 0 to a specified amount of decimal places. It takes the same parameters as the round function. I'll round these numbers up 2 decimal places. In B2, I type equals, round up. Press enter, click A2, comma, then a 2. Press enter, click B2, double-click the fill handle. The first number is rounded just as the round function would round it. 2.326 to 2.33. But you could see the second number, it rounded 2.421 to 2.43. It always rounds upwards. Same with negative numbers. The last number here would have been rounded with the round function to minus 2.42, but round up rounded it away from 0 to 2.43. When you use roundup with a negative number in the count parameter, minus 1 will round up to the nearest 10. Minus 2 rounds up to the nearest 100, and so on. I'll click in E2, type equals, round up, press enter. Click D2, comma, minus 2. Press enter. Click E2, double-click the fill handle. So 1540 rounded up to the next 100, 1600. 1780 to the next 100. The negative numbers also rounded up away from 0 to the next 100. The round down function uses the same parameters, but it rounds numbers down to the next place. These numbers are rounded down 2 decimal places. 2.326 gets rounded down to 2.32. The round function would have given 2.33. Likewise, minus 2.326 gets rounded down towards 0 to minus 2.32. Over here I used round down with a count of minus 2. So 1540 got rounded to 1500, which is what the round function with a count of minus 2 would have given us. But 1780 got rounded down to 1700. Round up and round down always round up or down relative to 0. Finally, mRound. mRound stands for multiple round, rounding to the nearest multiple of another number. The parameters are number, which is the number to be rounded, and multiple, the multiple to which the number will be rounded. For example, I have here some numbers. I want them rounded to the nearest multiple of 4. So in B2, I type equals mround, press enter, click A2, then a comma, then a 4. Press enter. Click back in B2, double-click the fill handle. And you can see 18.3 is rounded to 20, which is 4 times 5. 17.1 here is closer to 4 times 4 and is rounded to 16. Minus 9.3 is rounded to minus 8, 4 times 2. Well, that concludes this lesson on rounding in LibreOffice Calc. Thanks for watching.